Namaste. I am wisdom teacher Sri Ramka.
And I am angelic oracle Kira Ra.
And we are delighted to be with you to discuss the energies coming in February 2019.
This is an extraordinary moment in time, and I know that your heart already feels that, and you found your way here, so thank you, because there is just so much to share, and if ever there was a month where time is of the essence, this is it.
You know, we're in actually a spectacular time is upon us, and I think many people have felt this acceleration and this movement, especially as we turn the calendar into 2019. I think many people have experienced not only a boost, maybe a little like free-floating, what's happening kind of energy.
Yeah.
Because here we are at the end of January, and this grand opening, there is an opportunity ahead that we're going to explain to you in detail.
Yeah, you know, here it is. I think we just need to lay it out there, right?
Go for it.
This is one of those months where you could sugarcoat it, you could try and say something about it, but the reality is that this is the month where the ninth dimensional frequencies are trying to stabilize. It's an opening, it's the beginning, and it's an opportunity to actually lock in to a parallel timeline that is carrying the codes for your highest service on this planet. Now, take a minute and breathe that one in. I know what that can sound like from the outside looking in. If you came to make fun of us, then you'll have a field day with this video, believe me, because that's what's happening, whether you're conscious of it or not, whether you want to poo-poo it or not, that energy is open. Now, I'm going to pop in a slide right here. This slide, Sri and I put out last year, showing the surprise rise of the ninth dimension, that this was what happened when we were going through all of the items that happened during 2018. And this is a profound moment, and this is why we're putting this slide back in. So the reason is, and beloved ones, with all our heart, now that you've seen that, remember that ninth dimensional opportunity has been calling to you. Mm-hmm. There have been so many things that have been happening, and in this month of February, Sri and I have so much to share. We're gonna teach you, number one, what's happening. We also are going to start the pre-phase of a Mercury Retrograde this month, February 19th, that's going to begin a cycle that we will not see. Actually, the cycle's now, and this cycle will not end until April 16th. And so that's something we need to be talking to you about right now. And also, see how much is going on. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the moment that we have reinserted. So in this ninth dimensional experience, right, this cosmosis of energy that's opened up, every being on the planet has an opportunity to reinsert into the ascension timelines, reignite your dreams, revision your life, call back your best understanding of your vision, look at it, own it, and literally slide into the parallel dimension that supports that. That's powerful.
I want to give you a metaphor.
Please.
You know, some of you have certainly been in the big cities where they have like 4 or 6 lanes going one direction, you know, on the highway. So here you've got these multiple lanes. They're all headed the same direction.
They're all dimensions.
And each one of those 3, 5, 7, 9 ninth dimension, each one of those lanes on the highway represents kind of a timeline experience. Have you ever noticed how some cars seem to have a greater flow? Some lanes have a little more flow than other lanes?
So yeah, some are pretty congested.
And I offer you this picture of we are traveling on our process. Each soul has its journey.
Yeah.
And that we have this unique opportunity as we kind of look at, we kind of going, wait a minute, this lane over here, this timeline over here is more direct, more compatible with my vision for my life. Let's go.
Sounds like the commuter lane.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that.
You know, you're ready to take off. And so the key is that this is a powerful moment, because the cycle is not coming. My angels, this is literally right now. And if you're watching this video a year from now, you will look back and go, yeah, that is exactly when it happened. This is the moment. This cycle burst open New Year's Eve, January 1, pop. There it was, and it's been kind of like a ready, go, set, a cycle. And one of the things that we have been hearing over and over again is that the beautiful energies that have opened up are basically all saying, hey, it's time, we're sorry we can't make it a gentler ride, but if you're ready, here's our hand, go. And that's the gift, that's the fun, is that everyone can jump ahead. You know, things that took us years to do, you're all going to be able to do in a month. It's really exciting.
You know, imagine if you had a do-over.
Exactly, and you do.
You have all the skills, all the
Exactly.
training, and you have this dream of what you want to manifest, and suddenly you go, let's do it. As opposed to, I kind of missed my opportunity, or wah, wah, wah.
Why bother?
It didn't line
blah,
up.
blah, blah. Yeah.
We are at the moment where get in the fast lane and manifest what you are here to do. Wow, there's nothing more fulfilling than living your soul's intention.
And that is what's happening. Now let's talk about what's going on. We have got this extraordinarily unique Mercury Retrograde that's going to be coming up in March. It's actually going to go March 5 through March, I believe, 28. But here's the most important part of that. We're going to enter the pre-phase February 19th, this month. Now, why is that so important? Because we are literally doing everything in reverse of the Mercury retrograde. Right now is the time to revision your life. Right now is the time to reinsert. Right now is the time to remember who you are. And I know that every one of you, deep down within you, there's this voice somewhere that you've always known something, or that you were always like, well, why wasn't this happening? Or why didn't that happening? That why is the answer coming this month. Remember, January was about what? Taking off those veils and seeing the truth, that the truth would be revealed. And when we go back and look at January, wow, was that in spades, right? This is all wrapped into that year of divine awareness. Because remember, when we awaken, awareness births. Because until we awaken, we don't know what we don't know. And the ride in February will answer those why questions, and it will bring you to the absolute essence of your soul's journey, to the reason you took birth, to that remembrance. And each being will have this extraordinary support, and my angels, it's right now. This is not the moment to be complacent. What do you want to do? Where do you want to do it? Put it in motion. What is the life you know that is yours to be living? See it, feel it, put it in motion. And the more that you can do this between now and February 19th, the better. Because this is the peak moment of supportive energy, and because this ninth dimensional portal is wide open. You do realize that this is like a mini ascension moment. February is, in this little month, we have some of the biggest energy of the entire year. And remember, this is kind of like, they're calling it the second stage integration of this new cycle. This is the moment where we're putting in motion what's going to happen between now and April. This is a big moment, and some would even call it a watershed moment. It's a big moment, and this is why we are opening and anchoring in our multidimensional presence. And that's where the witness comes in.
Absolutely, because we are at a time where your clarity will feed your actions, and your actions will generate awareness.
Yeah.
And in that, clarity, action, and listen to your life, look at your life, love your life, gain an awareness, and then we continue to take further steps.
Exactly.
Because this moment right now is putting into place, it's like you've set sail.
Right.
And when we get to the 19th and beyond, whatever you've got in motion then begins to kind of ride.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that at the end of February. The key is right now, get clear and take action. Get off the sidelines.
Be the witness. Now you're seeing this graphic right now. Remember that it's important to remember that in the third dimension, you're the witness, but you're in a loop with that energy, meaning that in the third dimension, the witness is you. You are the witness.
Yeah.
So how can you free yourself from the linear if your linear perspective is your witness? So that's when we have to lift.
So we're at a point where it's really important that you start to trust your intuition to a greater degree. Because if we stay with the third dimensional tools, then your witnessing is using the lens of the 3D linear polarities. As we begin to relax into our upliftment and we do the practices, that allow us to expand our energy beyond those constructs, you're going to start observing yourself observing in a new way.
So remember that all of these time distortions and this parallel slipping that's happening is available because you have gained your mastery awareness, which means whether you know it or not, you have already been in the fifth dimension as the witnesser. Because remember, from the third you lift up to the fifth and you become the witnesser who is gazing at that third dimensional witness. And that's how we open and expand. Now, this new practice that was gifted to us is extremely important, so much so we've made a separate video about it. Go watch the portal opening video that teaches the Cosmic Flame practice. However, when we allow ourselves to become the witnessing energy, meaning we are witnessing the witnesser of the witness, that's when the active presence of that energy ignites the seventh dimension stability and will then lift you into the ninth, where you become the witness again. Because in that moment, time folds upon itself. And it's like the witness that was stuck in the linear becomes one with the witness that has arisen through the cycles. That is the moment February can give you. And it doesn't matter if you touch it for a nanosecond. The key is that that energy is there for you right now.
When you have allowed yourself to actually receive this blessing of being the witness, witnessing the witnesser of the
Exactly.
witness, you know, and we don't mean to be confusing, but sometimes it's good to confuse the density brain just a little bit, so it'll open up to new paradigms.
Exactly.
We are at a truly magnificent moment. It is this first couple of weeks in February. It's like a mini ascension experience.
It's exactly what it is.
And
breathe
turning and
into
lifting
it. Yeah.
and touching, because those touching moments will inspire you for the rest of your life, what you touch. And when we share the other video with the flame portal, you're going to be delighted.
Yeah, and so if you want to know how this came in, you know, Shri and I, ever since New Year's, there's been a lot of spontaneous assaultments happening, and they seem to be happening on our radio show now that we're also broadcasting our radio show at YouTube. So we really do encourage you, go to our brand new channel here at YouTube, Oneness Talk Radio, and watch specifically the January 26 and 27 shows where this flame practice was delivered, and you can get the whole story and see it. Or if you want the shortcut, come to our website, shriandkira.com, and we've put out a short video teaching you how to do this practice. There is a lot around this moment. And again, bring your hands to your heart. Feel into the truth. What is the greatest vision for your life? What have you always known? Have you always known you were a queen? Have you always known you were supposed to be doing something else? Were you born to be a person that you're not today? This is the moment to slip into the parallel experience that will support your highest experience. And the gift you need to give yourself is the release of doubt, because here's what you need to know. If you doubt it, if you think it's not real, that's actually the moment of the lift. Because the moment you're ready to lift, it's doubt is the weapon of density. And so if the weapon of density is doubt and you get rid of it giving you any power, you're free.
Yeah.
They've thrown their last grenade. And so break free of that doubt. This is a cosmic leap. And it's part of why Shri and I are also doing these cosmic origins experiences here at Tosa Blue Mountain. And we encourage you, go to shriandkira.com. Click on the homepage, check out what's going on here. We've also brought in some new telejourneys, because it's all about coming together and supporting each other. And so together we're better. Let's support each other.
We are at a beautiful moment where, as we listen inwardly and foundationalize our ascended heart as our stability, then we can trust ourselves even more and allow the mind of density, those filters and lenses through which we decide what's okay and what's not, just soften it a little bit and allow more energy and information to come in, and you'll make some new filters.
Oh guys, it's mini ascension time. It's really is the moment of stay focused. I know we sound like broken records, but this is such a powerful moment. We are at a cycle within a cycle. It is a time to rediscover, reinvent, and relax into the parallel dimensions through anchoring your multi-dimensional presence.
And the portal practice, this flame is incredibly appropriate for this time. Because it's a separate practice and will probably leave you floating, we've decided to make it a separate video so that you can enjoy it, practice it, and go where you need to go. So we want to encourage you, visit SriandKira.com, check that out, send us comments, and trust yourselves. Doubt is a demon that destroys your trust.
Ooh.
Trust is the anchor ship in your ascended heart, and trust and love are one universe.
And look for our 2019 Crystalline Ascension Symptoms video coming out in early February, because there's more, my loves. You can do this. You are the master. Namaste.